Hello guys, in this video we will compare Claude versus Codex. Most of the comparison video that I seen on the internet, they are feature by feature comparison, but I will try to make this comparison more practical, like for a paid project. So if you have a paid project, then on which basis you will select your AI tool? Like capability, if you'll ask that which AI tool can build software, then I'll say that both are good in developing the software. Like you can see here, I rate them out of 10. Codex is 8.5 and Clad is 8.7, a little difference that we can neglect. Next we have repository work, and again here is a narrow difference between the score of both Codex and Claude, you can see, but Codex is little bit better because it is more comfortable with the code base. So I'll give a little more weightage to Codex. So next we have implementation loop. Implementation loop is actually a development process. Like if you given a prompt to both of the AI tools, and they provide the first draft, that you will, when you will check it, you will see who is better in first draft, and then you will see the issues, and you will ask him to fix that, and they will fix, and this loop will keep on repeating unless you will have a finished product. And here Codex is way better than the Claude. There is a huge difference between the both plugins. So architecture thinking is Claude best argument. Like Claude, it is best in thinking when you have a question to broad design risk or trade-off. Claude deserves respect. Like it is better than the Codex, and there is a huge difference between them, a full point difference. And this is very important that you should know about the weaknesses of the AI tool that you are going to use. Like in Clad, there is an issue that in the first draft, whatever he will provide us, that it does not, it has the front end, you can see, it has the back end, you can see, but there is wiring between the front end and back end that is missing, or we can say the functionality is missing. Let's suppose if there is a toggle on the back end toggle switch, if you will on or off that toggle, nothing will be happen on the front end. This is an issue with, because Codex is good in this. Like the first draft Codex has way better than the Clad. And here let me clear that it is not means that Clad is something that is useless. It's actually, we are talking about the first draft. In the first draft, upfront Clad cannot give you a lot of things, like a lot of functionality and work. But after the first draft, of course you will give him a list of updates that need to fix. So, and one by one he will keep on doing those updates, and finally he will provide a finished product. I think that will be good. And next we have reusable system. Like reusable system in Clad, in Clad, if you give him a prompt for doing something like developing a website, upfront in the first draft he will not provide you a global environment. Like from a single place you can control the whole website. Like you can change the fonts, you can change the colors, you can change the sizes, font sizes and font family. So this environment, the global environment, Clad will not create upfront on your single prompt. That's why, and Codex is good in it. That's why I'll say that Clad, for the same task, Clad take more prompts, and more prompts means more consumption of the tokens. And you already know that Clad tokens are way expensive than the Codex. And that's why you can see in the scores I given Clad 6 score on the reusable system or global for the global environment, and Codex I given 8.7. so there is a huge difference. The clear edge is Codex. So next we have let's see Clad weakness, again Clad weakness, that Clad can declare victory too early. Like uh, Clad has an issue that it hallucinate that it created something, but actually that is not created. Like on a big plan it may say that feature is completed, while the product still has like hollow section or just a shell on the front end and back end. So this is an issue with the Clad. That's Codex strength. uh, Codex usually wire the product very good. I already told you that the first draft, if we compare the first draft of Codex and Clad, I think Codex is way better than the Clad. And Codex weakness is that in a large context, like if you'll give him a long, if you will give him a 100 pages plan and ask him to implement, what happens sometimes, most of the times I think it struck off with that. Sometimes they keep on reading the files and instructions for hours and hours. Like my in my own experience, that once I give him an instruction and given him a plan, a large plan, that plan was created by the Claude, and I provided that plan to Codex and given some extra information, additional informations or instructions from my side. It just struck off, and the whole day he was keep on reading the books, keep on reading the files and instructions and trying to connect that, and he was struck off with that, and he did not written even a single line of code. So then I just stop it, and I break the instructions in a small chunks, and then I given those chunks to him to work on that, and then that will be possible for him to complete that. And the Clad is good in that, like its context limit is better than the Codex, like and this is a huge difference, like uh, yes. And yes, Codex take proper time for execution, like and it takes more time than the Clad is faster than Codex. But when the Codex complete, the first draft comparison of first draft of both Codex and Clad, I think Codex is way better than the Clad. Here you can see the difference in the scores as well. And next we have practical work. Yes, here in the development again Codex is better than Clad, I will say, in my opinion. Clad is very good in the review. Like if you created something with the Codex, you can give it to Clad to review it, and if there is any issue, just provide us list, and then you can go back to the Codex for fixing those issues. Because Claude is good in thinking and analyzing the things, so that's why he is good in the review as well. And here you can see the scores, like Clad has more score in the in reviewing the existing code. And next capability score is, again it is too close that we cannot make a decision on it. Most of the people confuse here that both have too close score. There is a narrow gap, so which one should be selected? So in the upcoming slide you will understand which one is better. That will be a game changing difference between the both of the AI tools. Like what happen if you have a paid project, like you have a fixed budget, like client given you a specific budget window, and you need to complete the project in that, and you select the expensive AI tool like Clad. then of course when it will go to the revisions and feedback, then it will eat your profit. So this is the thing where that is matter a lot. And next we have the reality. So here the difference is very prominent. You can see the Claude has 5 to 8 times expensive tokens comparatively to the Codex, but you can see the performance is almost same for both of the AI tools, but Claude is very expensive, so I will not recommend to use the Claude for a small budget projects. Let's say uh, sometimes it's only if you ask him to uh, create a plan or implementation plan, even that plan is very expensive. This is my own experience, that once I given him a plan for a ask him to create a plan for a plugin, and he created that plan, and in a single prompt he ate, I think, 60%, around 60% of weekly quota of tokens. So Clad is very expensive, so I will not recommend to go with the Clad for a small budget. Another thing is that I personally experience it that Clad take more prompts for completing a project, because first draft between the Clad and Codex, Codex win the first draft, and Claudex need some more prompts, keep on giving him, sending him the issues list, and then he fixed that those issues one by one. So Clad is its tokens are expensive, and it taking more prompts and burn more tokens. And another thing very good with the Codex, that Codex keep on giving you limit reset. Like if I consume most of my tokens, then in my token limit it is showing that the limit will be reset on 4th of August. But most of the time what happen in my experience, limit often after refresh before that date automatically. So this is also a good thing for the Codex, that is absolutely not available with the Clad users. So now let's say you have a project, $3,000 to $5,000 budget project. So in that case, I will prefer to go with the Codex because it is cost effective with the same results that Clad can do. Or yeah, this is the best option is Codex for this small uh, budget project. But if you have a large project like $30,000 to $50,000 work, in that case I will ask you to go for both, like Codex and Clad. Codex will be the first choice, like he will implement because he is good in implementation loop, and Clad is good for the planning and for reviewing the work that is done by the Codex. So for the big client, you can go for the both Codex and Clad. So project metrics, like make a rule, like $3,000 to $5,000 or maybe $10,000 you can go with the Codex, and 20 plus $1,000 you can go for the both, and Clad for only review. You can use it for the reviewing the work done by the Codex. We have business score, which is very important for the developers, because for the default tool, like most of the developer, they choose Codex as the default tool, that who will implement the loop, implement the process, like develop the actual product, and Clad they will take as a reviewer. He will just review, and again they will get that list of issues to the Codex, and he will fix that. And here you can see there is a huge difference in the scores as well. Like Codex has 95 and Clad has 40. Not means that Clad is something that is useless. It is actually very expensive. Like for a small ticket client, we cannot use it properly. Some big ticket clients, I will not use directly Clad. I will use Codex, and for the review I'll use the Clad will review, give me the list of issues, bugs that need to fix, and then I'll take that list to the Codex to fix that. But I will not use on the front end, I will not use upfront, I will not use the Clad for everything. So in my opinion, Clad will be only for the enterprises where they don't care about the price. Like they don't care that how much they are going to spend, they just need the results. Okay, and still the same results you can get with the Codex, but Clad is good in the design and thinking process as well. So if you want to use the same tool for everything, then Clad is good, and you don't care about the cost, then Clad is good. Otherwise the Codex is my best choice. It is not only my, but I think the developers best choice is Codex. They are using more Codex than Clad. And here you can see the Clad is, I will say brutally that this is in this comparison, Clad lost this decision of picking up the right tool for the projects. So Clad is not good for that. So I will not recommend the Clad. So the winner is a clear winner is the Codex, who is good in development and implementation loop. The first draft is, I think, the clear win for the Codex, and the repeated circles like fixing and again getting the feedbacks, again fixing the things. Because when you will go with the real client, then you need to offer him unlimited revisions. And when you are offering him unlimited revisions, then of course he will come to you again and again with some issues, and he will ask you to fix that. And in that case, if you did not selected your AI tools carefully on the business point of view as well, then you are, of course, you are going to consume your profit in that. So for the best results, and for the best implementation loop, and for the unlimited revisions, and profitability, I think Codex is clear winner here in this comparison. Again, I will tell you that that does not mean that Claude is actually failed, and this is that is useless. No, Claude and Codex, I shown you in the with the numbers that uh, there is a narrow gap between them. The only thing that is making difference is the price of tokens. Okay, so I will say the Clad is also good as Codex is, but Codex is more practical for the developers to develop a product and make that product profitable for them.